Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. And you bringing them out, aren't you? You're bringing them out. Why? How? Because you're reflecting. You're reflecting. You're starting to protect your boundaries against cunning energies that may have you in some self mistrust energy. Okay. Those are the four messages that came out on the shuffle. Yeah, you're redefining yourself. Many of you. Okay. So if you're new, to all be in 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. Welcome back to the space. I am grateful for you. I love you, and the divine loves you. Many of you are starting to take control. Okay, you're taking back control, especially for those who want you to feel as if you can't trust your inner knowing. You have discovered something here recently about yourself. We will review all of those messages, and you are starting to understand and understand the art of attraction. Okay. So, welcome. I love you. The divine loves you. To all of the family members who have recently subscribed to our space, welcome to All Be in 1111 Energy. Soul Tribe family, for the family members who have joined, and for my A ones who are my day ones who've been rocking it with me since day one. I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and hitting that notification bell, tapping in. Let's tap into the message. Ashe, and thank you. Divine, at this time, I ask that you continue to keep us protected during this read, all reads, and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you return that energy with the same intent that it was sent as we clear, cancel, and release it back to the universe, shielding our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it. Ashe, and thank you. All right, y'all. So the first message here, it says reflect. It says you're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to your soul's growth. Use it to deepen your understanding and intuition. So many of you are in this time period where you're reflecting. You're reflecting on your entire life, okay? Especially if you have just recently awakened, you're starting to see how many of the things that you may be seeing and hearing from other readers, oracle card readers, tarot card readers, seers, sayers, shamans, okay? You're starting to see where you may need to reflect, especially when it comes to protecting your boundaries. Okay. It says here, you're naturally given to others, but now it's time to protect your energy. Set boundaries around your space to avoid being drained. Protecting yourself isn't selfish, only then can you continue to help others. So many of you are being guided to set up your protection around your space, your safe space, your energy field, especially when it comes to lust, okay, and cunning energies, okay? You are being called to disguise yourself skillfully, okay? Now, only take this how it resonates and flip this role, because I feel like many have been around you disguising themselves skillfully, like a fox hiding in true intentions in plain sight. Okay. Many of you are learning to protect yourself from these energies. It says the fox's cunning lies in its soft exterior while plotting in the shadow. Okay, family. And that's why I love this message. I've never even seen that card, but I love this message because you know a lot of people tell you, "Oh, be graceful, be bitch." I'm gonna be me. Quick disclosure: I do cuss and curse and speak the truth and call out names. We got it too. I'm like, no, bitch. I'm gonna be me. I'm not about to be some fox slithering, cunning, trying. Rebuked. Okay, family, and that's what you're protecting yourself against. Okay, because the fox's cunning lies in its soft exterior, while plotting in the shadow. Use careful tactics to keep your actions unnoticed, or that's how they do. They use tactics to keep their actions unnoticed. Ain't this nothing? These energies could have had you self mistrusting what you already knew. Okay. Putting self doubt here. It says self doubt is holding you back from progress. Don't let your fear dictate your future. You have the ability to break through these obstacles Now is the time to free yourself and move forward in your goals. Okay. So with this here, yeah, don't doubt yourself when dealing with a cunning ass fox. Okay. Somebody you do need to reflect. All right. On that and protect your energy, because I feel like this is a combination response to both reflect and protecting your energy, because you're redefining yourself. Okay. That's almost like reintroducing yourself to energies that have been gaslighting you. That is going to be a rude awakening for a lot of people, because they are no longer able to just tell you anything and you believe them. Because at first, I feel like you did have a veil over your face. You were unable to really see if these people had your best interest at heart. Mm. So with this redefining, it says the final puzzle pattern may differ from the original vision. The universe hints that accepting change and unexpected combination is a form of growth. Let go of fixed expectations and create a new picture. Exactly. Yeah, redefine yourself, especially when it comes to the gaslighters, the cunning foxes. Okay. And then we have out here art of attraction, taking control, and discovery. Art of attraction, it says the peacock theory emphasizes that over the top display is a strategic move. The universe encourages you not to hide your light, use confidence and boldness to gain the upper hand in social settings. Bitch. Okay. So I feel like you're reflecting on the doubts that maybe someone put in you or projected towards you, and you're starting to realize the art of attraction. Okay. See, they wanted you to doubt yourself because they doubt themselves. Mm? And that's where you need to learn to protect your boundaries when it comes to your self mistrust, and realize that those are energies that want you to attract what it is that they are. And most of them are confused and full of doubt. Okay, family. Spirit is advising you here to take control. It says, in a relationship or situation, your passive stance has caused you to miss opportunities that should have been yours. Now is the moment to take change. Now is the moment to, yes, take charge, step forward and claim what is rightfully yours. Okay. This could be on a job. This could be with a relationship. This could be with some sort of partnership, but somebody took something from you or wanted to, or is trying to, or that is their plan to, and you need to be ready to step up and take back your control. Okay. Something about this discovery. I feel like this discovery is tapping into an energy that where they're going to discover where something came from, who was the mastermind behind it. Okay. It says here, well, this is really tiny. It says here, discovery, you are being called to explore the resources and opportunities around you. New collaborations, projects, and relationships are drawing near. This journey will not only offer spiritual growth, but also bring material abundance. Do not fear to pursue it, as unexpected rewards are waiting for you to discover. Okay. And that's what I feel like. I feel like as soon as you realize that you have cunning energies around you who are extremely desperate at the bottom of the deck again, okay, that they're so desperate that they are willing to be irrational or irrational and come in to your energy and try to cast or try to project their insecurities onto you. You need to be able to identify that and be discerning when dealing with them or those energies. Yeah, this is where spirit is telling you, go with the flow. Okay. It says you are being called to go with the flow. Holding on too tightly can exhaust the spirit, while letting go, it is a gesture of trust in the universe. The more you attempt to control, the more you miss out on the surprises that life naturally brings. Message. Okay. This is a profound healing. Okay. This brings in some sort of profound healing. This is sage advice. Okay, somebody's wisdom is rooted in experience and they can offer you a fresh perspective if this is not a fresh perspective coming already from you, family. Okay, like I said, there is a profound healing here. All right, and with this profound healing, ad- abundance awaits as well as inner peace. Okay, so profound healing here. It says you're entering a period of deep soul restoration where many buried emotions and wounds are being brought to the surface. Multiple transformations are weaving through your life. Release resistance and allow this transformation to, mm, what is that? Permeate or what? I think so. I hope so. And hold on, I gotta see what that is. What is this? Permeth, permeth, every cell of your being. Only in full acceptance does true recovery begin. So there's a profound healing that's taking place here, especially if you've been dealing with a lot of cunning energies. Okay. I feel like this profound healing does bring in this abundance that is awaiting you. It says the belief in your heart will determine the arrival of abundance. The universe's richness is already prepared for you. All you need to all you need is to believe you're worthy of it and fully open your heart to receive. Breathe deeply, let go of fear, and welcome the endless abundance that's yours. And then we have inner peace. The chaos outside is stirring waves within your heart. Remember, you have the right to determine your emotions. Let inner peace summon higher level outcomes for you. Hmm. Okay. I agree. All right. I feel like, many of you, you've been around a lot of people that now you're starting to possibly question their motives. Okay. What was the real motive? Especially, and then look, I said, what was the real motive? And look what their real motives were greed. Okay. I'm pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. That's most these people energy, okay, family? If you didn't know, you know now. It's always about greed. It's always about, what they can obtain. And this is their secret agenda, okay? There's something that many hold back. Most of them hold back the fact that they are trying to be greedy, okay? However that is. And they're desperate, okay? And most of the times they are unfriendly energy. It's like they'll come out acting like everything's all peaches and cream, but really deep down inside, they're unfriendly energy. Yeah. While your energy is friendly. That's funny. Somebody here is saying, I come with warmth and good intentions, bringing joy and light to your life. Okay. This could very well be your energy. This is what the divine wants you to reflect on because I feel like sometimes your kindness is often looked at as a weakness and something that a vulture or a greedy person could take advantage of. What they fail to realize, though, is that you're being kind from the heart with no intention. And see, that throws a lot of people off because most people like to brag. Okay. Most people like to brag about whatever it is. Okay. It says, I will always enthusiastically share the amazing things that happen in their life. So these people are used to bragging, and many of them, brag when they do wrongful things to others, especially if they are a part of a gang stalking team, right? And this gang stalking team, they got a whole bunch of people against you. You probably a lot more than, you're 24. Because normally gang stalkers, they include their family, okay, especially the ones that ain't at work, ain't got shit to do, right? They include other people's need, and they only go there once they've been identified and they're on a radar and they already know their footprint has to be boots on the ground versus through technology. They will then they will then recruit mommies, daddies, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Anybody not working that can follow you around and make things uncomfortable. Well, with that being the case, and then bragging about it, it kind of fucked up their future because they ran their mouth a little too much. And because you already knew the signs, I feel like it could have messed up someone's future and made your future brighter. Yeah, it was just a distraction. I told you. It was just a distraction. They were trying to interfere with something that you had going on, trying to interfere with your goals, okay, wasting your time and energy and everybody else's time and energy. Ooh. Yeah, Spirit is saying protect your boundaries from those distractions. Yeah, because your perspective when it comes to your growth, it is what it is. Somebody does value your opinion and appreciate your unique approach to all situations or any situation. This is showing them that you have grown. You may have also sparked something inside that has inspired them to go into greater depth and expansion. Okay. And this could have had something to do with someone in the past or not, but it did have a lot to do with false promises. Okay. So, past here, it says the weight of what happened between us still lingers. I'm not yet over our past. Somebody could really be feeling that way. They're not over the past. And then you have, they're not over the past because of maybe some false promises that they made that they never upheld. Okay. It says, I will tell you what I think you want to hear, even if I know it's not true or obtainable. Okay. This is what has been happening. This is why you're being advised to set up boundaries. Okay. Protect the boundaries that you have set up on. Reflect on the things that people have been doing over the past few years so that you can spot the greedy who gaslight in secret, who have unfriendly intentions that run back and brag about what they've done to you and how they are trying to possibly affect your future, or they just brag about it because they feel like it gives their future an uptick. Mm. But your sage advice comes from experience. It doesn't come from a gaslighter or a greedy space or any secrets. Yeah. And that's why your spirit team collaborates with you, or you get those downloads that you need. You are aligned in your purpose. Okay. And I feel like because you're aligned with the purpose of you and your spirit team, forces come together, both seen, known, and unknown, and unseen. They come together in order to support each other's success. Mhm. And this could be something that is beneficial to a community. Oh, I heard that. All right. So let's get some moonology and then we will close out this reading. Okay, Divine. What are the final messages coming from a couple of the moonology decks? What are the final messages? Please and thank you. Final messages, please and thank you. Final messages, please and thank you. So the energy is gaining momentum, okay? Only take it how it resonates, waxing moon. So whatever energy this is that's gaining momentum, and I hope it's your energy, family, especially when it comes to reflecting and protecting your boundaries against cunning energies. I hope that energy is gaining momentum and that anything that you are attracting has everything to do with the like-mindedness of yourself as long as they're pure, clear intentions. The moment you come after an earth angel or someone who, just practices pure, good intentions, period. They don't have any motive. They are not trying to do anything to anybody. They just, now I tell you, okay, you're going to have some of the Soul Tribe family members and other family members within their communities where if you keep coming for them, cross watcher, okay, Harmony, if you keep coming for them, then they will rear their head up in a way you're not ready for. Okay. That's just a side message for someone. But if you are really trying to integrate and you really have cleaned up your heart and your thoughts and how you view people and how you see things and your perspective, then you may just be able to be in some sort of new romantic cycle that will begin. But if you are coming with that side eye, with the looks, with the craziness, it's out the door. Okay. Soul Tribe family won't put up with it. They're out the door. Family members won't put up with it. Okay. One more message, please. And thank you, Spirit. One more message. Yeah, your hard work is paying off, family. Okay. And this is the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. All right. And that new romantic cycle begins. That's the new moon in Libra, and the energy is gaining momentum. That's the waxing moon. So, wherever you are on your timeline, and however this message resonates at the bottom of the deck, new moon in Aquarius, yeah, open up to change. All right. Somebody needs to open up to change. And this could be a very positive change, but you must be tapped into your discernment. You must protect your boundaries, okay? Don't be so head over heels where you just letting all go to wayside because you feel like you're with your soulmate. Some people do come in the form of a soulmate and actually end up not being one. That's where all the twin flame karmic lessons have come from before. Okay. One last message, please, and thank you, Spirit. One last message. Or two. I see it. Two last messages, please. Let's see if I can do it this way, because this thing is big. One, two, okay. One, full moon in Leo, so go wild. And I feel like this is just on your spiritual, yep, spiritual journey. Okay, so full moon in Leo, go wild. And then the last message out is look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, family. All right. So I'm going to leave that message here for you. Hopefully it resonates. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit your notification bell. New moon in Aries, go for it. Find the balance and reflect on your priorities. Somebody here is being advised to go for it. Full moon in Aries, whatever that is that you want to go for, you're being advised to go for it. Full moon in Libra, find the balance in this. And then the quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities. Okay. All right. And now we will close out. Spirit, is there anything else you want to say? Last message, sunrise, awakening consciousness and revelation. Okay, family. So hopefully, like I said, this provides you with some guidance and clarity. I love you and the divine loves you. Let's close out. Thank you so much, Divine, for allowing us to be here. I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe, and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.